Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so fun because this weekend my husband and I DIY'd our fireplace. The first thing that I said I wanted to do when we moved in was to make over the fireplace, and we never did. A year and a half later, I refused to put up my Christmas decor without doing it, and my husband finally caved, and I showed him that we could do it for under $50. If you would like to see how we accomplished all of this, minus the Christmas decor, for under $50, stay tuned. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun content coming your way. My videos are usually more geared towards moms. No discrimination against dads, but I'm not a dad, so I can't relate to you. Sit back, enjoy the video, and let me know how you like it. What do you think? What are your opinions? Is there something you would have done different? I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. Like I said, we did this for under $50. That will depend on the quality of supplies that you get. So here is a list of supplies that you will need to get this job done. You will need a paint for the mantle, a power sander, chalk paint, water, paint brushes, an old rag, a small bucket to mix with, painter's tape, and paper to cover the floor if you would like to. So here's what the fireplace looked like before. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of the grunginess, the color it was before. So to start this project off, I took a bowl of hot soapy water and just wiped down the stones just to give it sort of a fresh start before we started the paint. So the next step in the process was to sand our mantle. The reason you want to sand it before you paint it is so that the paint has something to hold on to. Our mantle specifically had a very shiny finish on it, so we sanded off the shiny finish so that the paint would stay. But before we start the next process, I do want to say that if I had done anything differently, I would have sanded and then cleaned off my stone, because I ended up having to clean and sweep everything again anyway. For this project, we went with a matte gray color. We didn't want it to shine like the last one. We wanted it to be very flat. We used for this part a zipper brush, I believe is what it's called. I'm going to leave everything linked down below. My husband loves them. He says the coverage is amazing, and after using it, I do have to agree, it is the best paint brush I've probably ever used. Gunner wanted to jump in and help us, so that is what you see here is Gunner taping off the fireplace with Daddy. So at this point, I am applying the second coat. We did decide to go ahead and do a second layer of paint. I don't think it was necessary, but I felt like there were a few spots that could have been heavier, so we just gave the whole mantle a second coat. Now that we're done with the mantle, it was time to mix up our whitewash. So we started with putting 8 ounces of white chalk paint into the bucket. The next step is to pour your water. This is where most people pour 8 ounces of water. However, we decided to pour 16 ounces. We just really wanted a really light wash. We didn't want it to be very bright. We are using bottled water, but that is not necessary. We just did it just because then you know it's pure water. You don't have to worry about anything, I don't know, messing the paint up. So then you just mix that all up, and it will be very, very watery. Again, you just want to wash. It's not going to be very thick. It's very, very runny and very watery. So after you have it all mixed up, you want to take your brushes. We did decide to go a little bit cheaper on these brushes because a whitewash isn't really supposed to look perfect. It's supposed to look kind of messy. At least that's what we wanted. I went a lot heavier in the grout lines and then did a lighter wash on top. you're working with such a runny whitewash, you just dip your brush and then kind of let it run down the bricks, making sure that you wipe it with the rag so that you don't have any drip marks. And as I was painting the top of the fireplace, my husband went ahead and started painting the hearth. So after everything was dry, we went ahead and took off our tape, and that is the most satisfying part of the project to me. I just love taking off the tape and getting your full look at it after you're done. So here is the finished product. I went ahead and decorated it for Christmas. I really love how crisp the white looks and how the charcoal gray contrasted with the white. That was my husband's idea. He loved the idea of a charcoal mantle, so that is why I went ahead. I was a little iffy on it, but I'm really glad that that is the route that we went. Well guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. I will answer anything that I can. And again, I'm going to link everything in the description box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fun mommy content coming your way.